the laning phase here, because those picks, if they lose the laning phase and their items gets delayed towards that mid game, things could look really dangerous for the side of Boom Esports.
It's going to be very tough if ever they lose that early to mid game. There's not really a comeback potential here. Yes, they have the early, but it's only the early.
Yeah, it's the Wolves against the Birds, right? This is Kagendra up against Boom Esports. We'll be soon getting into game number 1 here, but this is the finalized draft between these two teams. Obviously, in terms of the common skills here, common spells, they aren't looking like anything out of the ordinary.
That is exactly true here, Blam. And without further ado, this is the first game of Honor of Kings International Championship 2025 with Boom Esports on towards the blue side and Kagendra on towards the red side. I will leave the stage to you guys. Blam, Dash, take it away.
And this is going to be it, Blam. This is going to be a fun time. Boom versus Kagendra. This is going to be our first game. This is the time for Boom and Kagendra to prove to themselves who's better, PKL or IKL.
Exactly, but at the moment, Danny looking pretty low here. He's got to be careful. I mean, you are a slippery hero like the Arlie, but that tip for 10 in the mid lane could be expensive for them.
God, that's going to be very tough, right? Because usually you put them on the mid lane, the Arlie into the idea, just for them to have that pressure, but losing that advantage on the HP is not going to be good for them, even if they rotate back to the bot lane.
Exactly. I mean, you even saw that, right? Senko was able to take away the boards as well. So not only did they lose that little bit of exchange into the mid lane, they're losing these minor camps.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for them. But from what we've seen a while ago, we've seen Karl and Miggy go to the top side of the map just to get some skill on those camps. The Firehawk has been stolen. So at least they got some resources out of it because of the distraction that was happening in the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, right now, top side of the map here, tit for tat going on between both Ihans and Miggy, but I think whoever gets his space right is really going to kind of like up the ante here in terms of the tempo in this early game. I mean, we were talking about, obviously, early game, mid game, going over to the favor of Boom. So really going for this space right would be really just enhancing that that tempo.
Yeah, let's talk about goals here. For the side of Boom Esports, Karl needs to find a way to get everything that he can here. Sun's going to be coming in. A lot of damage is going to be there, but Boom Esports is going to back off.
Yeah, I mean, the damage isn't going to come from Yang Jen just yet, right? Obviously, he's going to be there just to kind of put a lot of pressure onto the back line of Boom Esports. So in the early game, I don't think Karl has to worry too much about damage.
Yeah, I think Raw is going to be the sole tank here for the team. Ihans is going to be having a different MO. He's going to be going to the back line, taking down everybody, especially Tatsuri, whenever he's planted down using that Blazing Brilliance.
Yeah, like if we look at this obviously draft between Boom has a very much a dynamite punch in their face, right? Whereas the side of Kagendra, I mean, you're looking sort of towards the late game from Ihans to Lamfang as well to do that damage. So I think if Boom plays with that in mind, they could really kind of take advantage of these team fights.
Yeah. Boom is playing on the time bomb here. If ever Kagendra gets to past 12 minutes, past 15 minutes, that is when everybody's going to be exploding here. Going to be hitting critical mass on the side of Kagendra. But Boom Esports, as long as they get to their first item, that is when they're going to be starting like finding kills on the map.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few power spikes on the side of Boom, right? Obviously, especially looking towards that Arlie, whether it goes for the Sparkforge Dagger, whether it goes for the Doomsday, but the 2v1 ensuing here.
Top side is going to be there. Ihans going to be slowed, but he's not going to be killed. Still was able to dash away.
Yeah, not quite going to just kind of get that push through, right? Because obviously, again, for those watching at home, they didn't quite have that minion wave point going into the favor of Boom, right? Like, there was still a little bit of neutralization there, but using the space bright, looking to kind of come down to that bot side of the map, try and create that pressure as that neutral objective is going to be on the board in around about 50 seconds
You can see the idea here, what they're doing on the side of Boom Esports, right? Karl is prioritizing Miggy because he wants Miggy to get that early game. That's what you want when you have a Byron on your team. You want him to get as much early game advantage that he can in order for him to carry you on those first two objectives.
Yeah, it's like you said, obviously he is going to be the front line of this team, right? He is going to be the meat and potatoes going in, trying to get a catch onto either the likes of maybe Lamfang onto the Chana, right? Using that flash, using the Storm Strike, just to get him sucked into place. But there's the Blazing Brilliance.
But not enough to actually get the kill. Half HP on this guy, but he's still going to be getting that healing too to get that HP back. 15 seconds on that objective.
Yeah, it's going to be a good pressure being put down here. Bot side now. Obviously, they have pushed the minion wave through into that T1 territory. I don't think they're going to